Saddam Hussain, before even I came to England, and since 2007 and 8, not only me, this man honestly exposed a lot of darkness in this world. Yes, he was a dictator. He legitimized this to himself, Saddam Hussein. You need to go to, when you compare Saddam Hussein with others, you need to look at the atmosphere, the environment. What was happening? How was Iraq? What is the threat to Iraq? Iraq that accepted to be part of the mother tongue Arabic, the authentic groups. Then you can see, give him a sort of excuse to a certain level. Bad things is bad things. He did some terrible, maybe, things for many people. But when you look at those victims of his, Saddam Hussein, and you see what happened after, and even at that time, I mean, he was persecuting some of those who call themselves Shiite, in the basics of no tatbir. Don't do this sickness. It's not allowed. Especially when it's concerned the children. Look right now what they are doing. They are holding the babies, and they are putting these small knives, and the children are screaming with a lot of. He refused this. He said, yes, you can do something like this, but in a civilized way. Understand me? And he dealt with all groups. Now you need to go and focus on this. He's a dictatorship. He executed so many. Did he execute people like, for example, please don't delete the video, like those who become president after him and did a lot of terrible things and start working for external powers, raped and killed and beheaded children. And this is so. There is no comparison between, for example, the Syrian regime and the Iraqi regime under Saddam Hussein. You need to understand this. He is a result of something. Sykes-Picot in colonizing the colonies, and what happened in Palestine. He was defender. He did his best to defend what he should believe in as a person who is relating himself to the Arabic nation first and a Muslim. He did a great job. Again, yes, he did. For example, there is some videos I have put. It's unacceptable for a president to do. Well, what about them? Those he persecuted. Now, right now, for example, the Saudi regime, when it's come to what I am facing, they have no right to do this to me. They got no right to do this to me or my brother. Them and their allies to the West and other. They shouldn't. But when the Saudi regime, for example, executed gentlemen like Nimr al-Nimr. See, I'm not defending. Okay, though he is exposing a lot, Nimr al-Nimr. I don't think that you should make a noise when the Saudi regime executed me for many reasons, and I have explained about it. You understand me? Iran, when they persecute the Sunnis who are natives, who are Persian, it's unacceptable. Or when they persecute the Baluchis, or Kurdis, or Ahwazis, Persians are occupying those people. They have no right to persecute them. You understand me? They persecute native Persians for wrong reasons when it's come to the religion, and I have explained. Yes, it's wrong. It's not because I'm saying it. See? Now, this is. I need to start with this. I need to start with this to go to the other secondary topic. I mean, if you criticize a regime, criticize it for the accurate reason and say the truth. And such regime, when he persecutes someone or some group, the balance of legitimacy, there is a balance. Why you're persecuting this group? Well, because this group is calling itself a minority. They are not natives. They are taking advantage of the change that's happening in the Middle East, and they want to persecute the people of the land. And now they are betraying and they're bringing a lot of lies about the nation that you understand me? Saddam Hussein, there is a lot of groups, and the man wants to do balanced with everything, with even the Christian, with everyone. So you understand me? From here, especially what happened to him, Saddam Hussein, for no reason. There was no demonstration from inside. No, there was a demonstration in a certain area, but the people was with him, even the Shia themselves. There is a lot of Shia generals who supported until now Saddam Hussein, who want to work for Iraq, because they saw this man do not represent the Sunnis. Unlike the lies that Bremer is trying to convince others and many. The Easterns and I don't want this video to be deleted. Now, the case is, did you understand this is an introduction to what I'm trying to say right now? I must say it. I must say this introduction. The Messiah, the son of Virgin Mary, either you like it or not, accept it or not, believe it or not, this is your issue. The Messiah, who is the son of Virgin Mary. A lot of lies about him, that God sacrificed him for our sin. A lot of rubbish. And the time of the Romans that they made as his date of birth. Look at Saddam Hussain. He executed at the Eid al-Adha, the sacrifice, holy big day. This is something to do. At the time of Moses, there was sacrifice until Muhammad is the final messenger. Now, they have killed this man at that day. If someone, even in the Iraqi law, there is a law. You don't execute people at the time of their ceremony. Do you see? Bush Jr. said it's a crusade since the beginning. Well, we can talk about Afghanistan. There must be a table, if we are human, and talk about Afghanistan and the crime that was committed in Afghanistan since the last century. But Iraq? Why you went to Iraq? It's something to do with Middle East and what's happening right now in Palestine. I understand. Now, this is not the topic. The so-called Christians, the Crusaders, they believe in the Messiah is an Antichrist. Their Messiah is not a Messiah. He's an anti-Messiah. Is the Dajjal. That's it. The Taghuts of the Dajjal are many. There is not only one Taghut, because we are in an era. At the end, the Antichrist will come himself in the school, within the schools of the dark groups and religions. Please don't delete this video. There will be chains to welcome and accept that Antichrist. So we are until now walking the divine plan. This is something not easy for those who are corrupted in the mind and the soul to understand. Now, this is another topic. Either you call yourself a Crusader, Christian, or Hindu, or Buddha, whatever. So-called Buddhist or so-called... This is the same. Something is involved... there is a reformation by the devil. No. This man was executed at the time of New Year, the date of birth of the Messiah, they say. The date 25. That within this era. Between Christmas, their Christmas, and which they say that it's the date of the birth of the Messiah, and the New Year. This Gregorian calendar started with him, based on them. And this man is executed at this day. Not enough. Based on the Islamic Arabic, based by Allah, Hijri moon calendar, Allah have maintained it this way. It is the big sacrifice holiday for the Muslim, to distribute the food to the poor, loved ones, and after pilgrim. They executed the man, and he predicted this by dreams and things like that. If you think, I'm not trying to bring an evidence or whatever, it's logic. Rest assured that the Messiah is in deep, great love to this man. I'm serious. You need to look at this. I understand it's not easy for you. It's hard. The Messiah himself, the Messiah, as appointed by Allah, who will come and rule planet Earth, who will defeat the Antichrist, which is empowered by Dark Group, is in a great, absolute love to Saddam Hussain. What? I'm not here to explain. He loves him. Wallahi, he loves him so much. Unlike he hate, especially the Crusaders and those who call themselves. He hated them. There is levels, of course. Monks, priests, whatever, leaders. It depends. Not every priest, because the Quran says facts here, especially in this time. He hated them, the people of the cross. He hated them. He hated the Antichrist who they worship. I know it's not easy for you to recognize the fact which I'm saying. Either you are a so-called Hindus or so-called Buddhist or a so-called Shiite. But this is the fact. So the Messiah, who is a very important high-rank messenger, exactly like Allah mentioned through Muhammad in Quran, a messenger, he loves Saddam Hussain. He loves him, peace be upon him, the Messiah. He loves Saddam Hussain. He loves, unlike the hate he have against the so-called Shiite who look at him as a minor figure. Yes, they do. Yes. And unlike the messenger Muhammad himself is a minor for them, and unlike the hate that he have to the so-called Christian and the Crusaders. Please don't delete this video. They always insult the Wahhabis, Sunni, whatever. They insult my final messenger, Muhammad. I have the right to say the truth. They are not saying the truth about Muhammad and about Islam, about Arabs. No, they are not. And I am saying the truth. Please don't delete this video. Thank you very much and have a wonderful day.